How you doing? I'm Callan and this is Slapped Ham. You're about to see some of the freakiest videos that are trending right now. So hit that subscribe button and get ready for more creepy content. Just like this. In a chilling TikTok video uploaded by user Darkchar, viewers are given a first-hand look at what appears to be unexplained paranormal activity that's been escalating in intensity. Take a look. To heighten the eerie atmosphere, the room is intermittently lit by bright flashes of light visible through the door's glass. Which then reveals a vague, mysterious silhouette. The uploader shares a disturbing narrative alongside the video describing how these events have been intensifying over time, leading to personal, physical, and even mental strain. They go on to talk about seeing mysterious shadows and experiencing blackouts even in public spaces. With the intensity of these paranormal encounters escalating, the question remains, is this the result of a deeply unsettling haunting, or possibly a psychological breakdown caused by extreme stress? As the shadows grow darker and unexplained blackouts continue, it's clear that whatever's happening to the uploader is far from over. Do you want scary clips in your feed every single day of the week? Then head on over and subscribe to our new Slapped Ham Shorts channel. We'll put some links in the description box down below there. We'll also pin it in the comments. The old Newburgh Masonic Temple, located in Cleveland, Ohio, stands as a relic of architectural and communal significance since its construction in the early 20th century. The temple once served as a vibrant hub for Masonic activities, attracting members from various lodges. Over the years, however, as Masonic membership waned, the temple fell into disrepair, leading to its current state of neglect and decay. With broken windows and graffiti-covered walls telling tales of its faded grandeur. According to local law and urban explorers who dared tread its abandoned corridors, the old Newburgh Masonic Temple is also a hotspot for paranormal activity. Ghost stories abound, with visitors reporting eerie sounds, unexplained cold drafts, and even sightings of apparitions clad in Masonic regalia. The most prominent ghostly figure is said to be that of a former Mason, lingering in the shadows of the temple's expansive auditorium, where once vibrant ceremonies and rites were conducted. In this video, we see YouTuber Urbex Hill exploring the old temple.
Alright, y'all, let's do this.
As he walks through the dilapidated space, it isn't long before he discovers evidence of an old campfire, proving that others might dwell close by. An item then grabs the explorer's attention. However, as he bends over for a closer look, he feels like something touches his back.
I swear to God, I feel like someone just touched my back.
He keeps going and soon reaches an old elevator shaft. Continuing down the stairs, the explorer then catches something chilling on camera. See if he can spot it. At first, it can be hard to see, However, if you brighten the footage, you can see an eerie figure that seems to peer out from behind the door. The explorer doesn't seem to notice it, but when the door to the room suddenly closes, he decides to take a closer look. The door leads to a small room, and as the explorer pans his torch around the space, we can see that there doesn't appear to be anyone in there. Nor is there any way that someone could have escaped from the room. The creepiness continues as he soon enters another room that contains the remains of some sort of animal.
Vandalized the resting spot of a dog.
Unable to make sense of the closing door he witnessed earlier, the explorer decides to return for a second look.
I do not remember closing this door. When I left this, did I close this door?
However, when he arrives, the door is closed, even though he left it wide open after checking the room the first time.
What the hell? Hello? This is really weird. This is creeping me out. I could have sworn I walked out of this room and left that door open.
So, could there be another person lurking nearby? If so, how did they vanish when the explorer checked the room? So could the rumours that this old Masonic lodge is haunted really be true? Let me know what you think in the comments down below.
Door just closed.
Ring your doorbell. I have a couple questions.
In a spine-chilling post made to TikTok by user It's Kendra Mob, we see a seemingly unhinged man that appears to be trying to gain entry into a house somewhere in Las Vegas.
Are you positive? I just have a couple questions for you. Are you sure? Are you positive?
In the clip, captured on doorbell camera, the man can be heard saying, "I just rang your doorbell because I have a couple of questions for you."
Just ring your doorbell. I have a couple questions for you.
The man then begins repeating, "Are you sure? Are you positive?"
Are you sure? I just have a couple questions for you. Are you sure? Are you positive? I just have a couple questions for you. Are you sure?
At first, it sounds like the man's having a conversation with someone. However, the woman who was in the house at the time says she was hiding and never said a word during the incident.
Are you sure? Are you positive? I just have a couple questions for you. Are you sure?
The man, who then was clearly talking to himself, checks to see if he can turn the door handle.
Are you absolutely certain?
From this point, the video gets even more terrifying as the woman in the house calls her husband. He accesses the camera remotely and begins talking to the man.
Yeah, can you hear me? What I'm looking for is for the girl that's in the house to come out here because I'm gonna her in. Do you have her open the door? I'm gonna the girl that's on the other side of this door when she lets me in.
Luckily for the woman inside the house, the man eventually loses interest and decides to leave the porch. The woman then managed to call the police, and the lady from 911 stayed on the line until the officer arrived. This chilling piece of security footage serves as a stark reminder of the importance of staying vigilant and reporting such incidents immediately. Hopefully the man was found and the woman can regain peace of mind after this terrifying encounter.
What I'm looking for is for the girl that's in the house to come out here because I'm her in. You have her open the door? I'm going to the girl that's on the other side of this door when she lets me in.
Amigos, hoy nos toca venir a investigar una casa.
Lalo Escalante is a YouTuber who often makes exploration videos of some seriously creepy locations. In this one, he ventures to an old abandoned boarding school. The YouTuber and his cameraman begin their exploration of the facility by investigating the outdoor sporting area.
Se está moviendo, güey. ¿Eso está pesado? Oye, sentí algo atrás. Vamos para arriba, güey.
The pair soon decide to venture upstairs. It's now that they catch something rather eerie on camera.
Ay, Dios mío.
The footage shows what appears to be a cloaked figure slowly slinking into the darkness. However, at the time, the pair didn't seem to notice. As they continue their exploration, they suddenly hear a strange sound. Soon after, they catch one of the doors seemingly closing all by itself.
Hola. Mira la puerta, güey, la puerta. ¿Viste eso?
The pair make their way down the hallway towards the door that mysteriously closed.
Abre esa puerta.
As they do, we can see that the rooms are filled with beds.
¿Qué son, güey? ¿Armarios?
The doors are unlocked,
¿Cuál es la...?
yet when they reach the one that moved, it seems to be locked shut.
Esta, güey. ¿Está cerrada? No mames, está...
As they try the lock once more, an unnerving sound begins to echo through the corridor.
¿Sí tiene seguro? ¿Qué pedo, güey? Güey, pero estos están abiertas, mira, güey. ¿Son armarios? Hola. Oye, se escuchó un paso,
Despite hearing the strange noise, the pair decide to continue their exploration of the dormitory area, conducting a spirit box session in one of the rooms.
Okay.
One of the men says they'd like to communicate with the entity that's there with them and asks for their name.
¿No puedes decir cómo te llamas?
The response seems garbled at first. However, when he asks if there's anyone trapped here, one viewer believes they can hear the word lost.
¿Alguien está atrapado en este lugar?
So did these explorers manage to get in touch with a spirit lost inside the old dormitory of this abandoned boarding school? While a definitive answer remains elusive, one does have to wonder who or what was responsible for the strange happenings witnessed by these YouTubers.
Hola. Mira la puerta, güey, la puerta. ¿Viste eso?
Coming up in our last segment, in just a few seconds, we take a look at some bizarre CCTV stills that have been sent to us via Reddit. But before we do, remember to hit that subscribe button and tickle that little bell icon there and turn on all channel notifications. That way you'll be in the loop every time we drop our scary and creepy videos. In a recent post over on our Slaptam subreddit, user booboo3523 shared a curious set of 2 images captured by a motion-activated camera in their rural Florida backyard. The camera, typically set up to photograph local wildlife like deer and bears, unexpectedly caught something quite different. Illuminated by the light from a carport, the first image shows the poster who appears to be alongside a second, larger and unexplained figure. The poster says they were all alone at the time the photo was taken, making the presence of the second figure all the more mysterious. Viewers speculated it might be their shadow, yet the poster insists it couldn't be as the figure's posture doesn't match their own. Adding to the mystery, 3 seconds after the initial photo was taken, a subsequent image shows the mysterious figure is gone, along with the light that appeared above its head, a light that, according to the homeowner, doesn't actually exist. This intriguing sequence of events has sparked a lively debate about what might be lurking in the shadows of this seemingly tranquil backyard.
Well, that's the end of the episode. Thank you so much for watching. In case you haven't heard the news, we've launched a brand new second channel. You can see the latest episode right there. Otherwise, there's a spooky playlist there that'll creep you out well into the night, we promise. Leave us a comment down below, smash that thumbs up button. And that's it for me. I'll see you all next time.